platform is take that out into our communities to help our Black families understand and know that they too have hope to build a solid, firm financial foundation.
Even though I made good money, nobody educated me how to save money. I spent everything I made. I lived ghetto fabulous in our Black community. What I've learned now here with World Financial Group is some concepts to help me learn how to save money. And that's what we need. Our Black lives matter here, and especially during this time, but it won't matter unless we are financially educated.
We can be empowered so that we can literally transition from where we are today to where we dream of being for ourselves, but for also our people.
Being financially free means that I'm not a slave to debt. I'm not a slave to emergencies. I'm not a slave to even my business. I control my time and I work on myself, and it allows me to be 100% there for people when they need me.
Financial literacy is the way that we in the Black community will be able to bridge the economic gap and begin to pass down generational blessings instead of generational burdens.
Because of this campaign, my kids now understand finance. I find that quite powerful, and that's something that campaign can do for you and your family as well.
Being legacy-minded, having a sense of urgency for the now, and transparency in our community is the key.
It's time that we really take a deeper look on how we can change the world as a whole for every community. Everyone deserves financial education.
We need to learn more about finance. We need to understand some basic principles of how to build wealth.
You know, we want to be able to leave a legacy for our children and our children's children. And how can we do that? By being able to join this platform and learn from this platform and apply it to our family and our lives.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Hey guys, welcome. Ooh, what is this? Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening all. I'm super fired up to be launching this 5K challenge, and we are actually triple streaming on IG, on Facebook, right, and on YouTube. So for everyone that's in the virtual world, if you want to see my screen, just click the link in the bio and you should be able to see my screen. Click the link in the bio to get on the Zoom. This way you guys can see my screen, okay? Just click the link in the bio. So for those of you that are on IG, you want to click the link in my bio. Those of you that are on Facebook, look for the post that has my name, and there you can click on the link, all right? So we're gonna get started. It's your girl Odette. A lot of you know me, you follow me on social media. Maybe you are already an existing client of mine. And today we're actually kicking off the party, right? The 5K Savings Challenge party. Actually, let me do one thing. Let's share this here as well. We're multitasking here, guys. We are multitasking on social media because someone just texted me that they're not able to see it. So awesome. I think we're good to go now. Great. Hey AG, hey Yusufi Creation, hey Rhonda, nice to see you, nice to see you Rachel, nice to see you Tranquilly, right? Nice to see you guys on IG. Shout out to everyone that is in the Zoom room. So 5K savings challenge. A couple of things, guys. For those of you that are brand new and are not really familiar with myself, let me just formally introduce myself, because people are going to be watching this broadcast long after we hang up, because it's going to be still on the internet world. My name is Odette King. I've been in the financial space for about 5 years, officially, legally, with my license and credentials. Helped a lot of families, and when I say a lot, in the thousands. I've been practicing financial planning, helping families with saving their money, and helping families with investing and growing and protecting their money, helping families protect their life, their health, their wealth. And I'm also the proud author of, let me see if I can find my books, right? My first book, If You Ain't Stacking, You're Dropping. So your girl is also an author, right? Second book, This Is Why You Broke, right? This is why you broke. And then my third book, Let's Get Rich, right? So this one was actually launched December, and this is actually a journal planner, right? Because I want to help you guys be accountable. So to get any of those books, just go to my website, odetteking.com, odetteking.com, odetteking.com. Hey Sharon, how are you? I still want my scarf that you brought from Dubai, okay? You are so busy all over the world, I can't even catch up with you. So make sure you hit me up and let me know when I can swing by, or you can come by the office and drop off my beautiful scarf that you got me in Dubai, okay? Dubai. So guys, today we're going to talk about saving. Hi, Blessing. Nice to see you. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Mr. Chris. Nice to see you guys. Today we're kicking off the 5K challenge. So I started doing this challenge a couple of years ago just by default, just by accident. Me helping people, and then they wanted to like stay in touch, be accountable, be coachable to whatever it is that they need to learn about money, right? And so I just one day just created a post and I just put it out there. And before you know it, people were actually signing up for the challenge, right? They wanted to save money because a lot of us are not really used to saving money. It's a hard thing for us. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of pointers. So as you guys know, I am also a professor. So please, please, please make sure you have a pen and paper somewhere to write things down, right? We're going to talk about some basic financial concept, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to save 5K, right? The challenge is called 5K, but we have people in the group that are going to save more than 5K. We have people in the group, right? And if you're not part of my WhatsApp savings channel group, right? Make sure you head over to odetteking.com, right? And you'll be able to sign up there for the 5K savings challenge. Let me make sure it's there. odetteking.com. Right, so if you click on odetteking.com, right, the first thing you'll see, of course, is your girl, right? And right there, it gives you, you have a chance to either get any of the books, but you also have a chance to join the WhatsApp group to join the 5K savings challenge, right? So disclaimer, just go to odetteking.com. You'll be able to get everything there. So I'm going to give you guys some basic concepts. Like I said, there's people in the group that are going to be way ahead of saving 5K. There's some people that started the challenge November 1st, and they have already over $1,000. Again, we're saving 5K per year. 5K per year is going to be slammed down for some people. And of course, 5K per year may do it for some other people. So let's talk about some basic financial concept. I know that saving is not our forte, right? Saving is not our forte. A lot of us struggle with saving money. But everything is going to start with saving. You cannot invest if you don't save. You're not going to have an emergency fund if you don't save, right? So everything starts with saving. And we got to have a positive mindset when it comes to saving money. You got to feel good about wanting to save money. So this is where I'm going to share my screen, right? Again, for those of you that are on social media, if you want to see my screen, you're just going to have to get in the Zoom room, right? So for those of you who got the planner, right, or if you don't have the planner, it's still not late. You can head over to my website and get the planner, odetteking.com. The Let's Get Rich Planner. Because a lot of us are not used to saving money, it's a struggle. Or maybe we start and we stop. But I just told you why we need to save, right? And everything starts with saving money. So of course, the second page of my book has my contact information. I'm gonna highly recommend. A lot of you are not gonna get everything. A lot of you will still need to have that one-on-one with me. So this is where you guys can contact me, set up a free consultation. My phone number, 973-842-7927, or go to my website, odetteking.com, and book a free consultation. Of course, you'll see my books. If you win stack and you drop in, this is why you broke. And now the third one, let's get rich, right? Let's get rich. So, because we're not used to saving, we gotta have some money mantras, guys, right? We gotta start having a good mindset or a good environment or positive, or we gotta be in alignment that it's okay. We have to be good with saving. We have to like saving money. And so in my journal planner, you're gonna have some money mantras, things that you're gonna tell yourself every day. Because again, we gotta have a good relationship with money, right? So when you get this journal planner, right, you can decide out of the list of money mantras which are the ones that are connecting with you, which are the ones that when you feel low and down and life is falling apart, your money is falling apart, you're not doing good with money, pick a couple favorite of your money mantra and affirm it. Say it to yourself. I'm going to tell you some of my favorite, but when you guys get your journal planner, right? And shout out to those of you who already have their journal planner. This is how you're going to use your Let's Get Rich journal planner. First thing I want you guys to do is identify some key money mantra that you're going to live and breathe by. For those of you that are super religious, something simple as saying, thank you, God, right? Thank you, God. Something as simple as that. Some of my money mantra right here. I will never, ever be broke another day in my life. I will never, ever be broke another day in my life, right? Another one of my money mantra, I need nothing but attract everything. I need nothing but I attract everything, right? Another one of my favorite money mantra, I will not be old and broke, but rather rich and old. Because guys, we're gonna grow old. We're gonna retire. I don't want to be old and broke. Old and broke is the worst. Nobody's gonna visit you, right? You're gonna get not the best health care because we live in America. Let's not kid ourselves, right? Another one of my money mantra, I control my money. My money doesn't control me. I tell my money what to do. Another one of my favorite money mantra, my money is constantly making me more money. My money is constantly making me more money. So you decide your 3 to 5 top money mantra that you're going to live by. You're going to say it every day. Because guess what? We got to start having a good relationship with money. Another one of my money mantra favorite, I am rich mentally, physically, spiritually, and of course financially. Guys, because your health is your wealth. If you got a lot of money and you're not healthy, you can't enjoy it, right? So when you get your journal planner, make sure that the first thing you do is go through the pages and identify your money mantra. Why? That is what's going to give you that drive to learn about finance. That's what's going to give you that drive to be good with money, right? To start having these money principles, because a lot of us are not good with money. No, we weren't taught anything about money. Even the people who made money, They know how to make it, but they don't know how to keep it and multiply it. So because this planner is titled Let's Get Rich, now we know 5K is not going to make us rich, but it's a start, right? We want you to start that habit of saving. So let's talk about some steps to becoming rich. I said it earlier, you got to start saving money. Everything starts with saving. From the saving, you're going to have your emergency fund. From your savings, you could invest. From your savings, everything is going to start from your savings. You got to be good with saving. But we're not just only going to save money. You guys that are in this challenge, you already know we're not just only saving 5K. You guys were tasked with downloading Acorns, right? Acorns. You were tasked with downloading Acorns. And this is where now, and again, for those of you that are on social media, if you want to see my screen, you're just going to have to log in on Zoom, right? So this is where I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm going to just share a passage of one of my favorite books. The Richest Man in Babylon. And he talks about the first law of gold. The first law of gold. So I'm going to skip to the part, right, where he talks about it. Why do we want to save? And you're just not saving. Every one of you under the sound of my voice, if you are in this challenge, or the folks that are not in the challenge and are following us on social media, get in the group challenge. The first thing you want to do is download Acorns with the link that I sent you. With the link that I sent you, you're gonna get your first $5. Why? That is to jumpstart your saving. You click on the link, you get your first $5. But the way you're gonna set up your Acorns, it's what's gonna allow you to save this 5K, whether you want to or not. So, like I said, one of my all-time favorite books, The Richest Man in Babylon. Let's see what he had to say about saving. The first law of gold. Gold cometh gladly and increasing quantity to any man who will put but not less than 1/10 of his earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family. 1/10. 1/10. Any man who will put by 1/10 of his earnings consistently and invest it wisely will surely create a valuable estate. So why did I choose Acorns? Some people tell me, Odette, I'm already saving, I'm doing a susu, or I'm putting money in a piggy bank in my house. Well, let's talk about that. The susu, yes, it's consistent, but that's not investing. If you're putting money in a piggy bank in your house or under the mattress, it's not going to be consistent, and you're definitely not investing. So the reason why we chose Acorn, when you download the Acorns app and you set it up with your recurring feature, which means every week or every day recurring, you're saving money. But also, you see what it says here? Consistently and invest it wisely. Acorns is not just savings. You're investing that money. So again, you got to save consistently, but you also got to invest. Money in the bank is not investing. Money in a susu is not investing. Money under the mattress or in your piggy bank is not investing. And of course, it's not going to be consistent, right? So this is why, by you setting up your Acorns, and I'm going to give you, and this is where I'm going to show you guys also now. Some people have said to me, Odette, I'm doing it manual. Manual is good, but you're gonna miss sometimes. Don't do it manual. I just showed you one of the reasons why the rich are wealthy. They save consistently, but they also invest consistently and invest. That's why we chose Acorn. You set it up for consistently, and that money is invested. So some people said to me, Odette, I'm doing it manual. It's okay, but are you gonna really be disciplined every week to manually move that money? Probably not. We're human beings, right? So week 1, $20, week 2, $35, week 3, $45. You know what I say? 365 days in a year. Divide that by 5K. If you take 5K, right? Let's do the math. You take 5K, take out your calculator, 5K divided by 365. That's about you saving $13 per day. So you want to set it up. There's a couple of ways. You could set up your Acorns recurring for $13 per day. You could set up your Acorns recurring for maybe $10 a day or even $5 a day, right? Some tips here. You don't want to do them monthly. You want to set it up daily or weekly. Daily or weekly. That's how you're going to get the most out of this challenge. Set up your Acorns on daily or weekly. So, $5 a day, $10 a day. Consistently, right? If you do $5 a day, and then gradually you bump it up to $7, $8, $9, $10, whatever. But set it up on a daily amount. Listen, I don't even care if it's $1 a day. I don't even care if it's $1 a day, right? But here's the thing. You set it up on daily, but then you're also going to use the second feature, which is the roundup feature. And for those of you that are already in the challenge, y'all already know, because every Tuesday we post our statement, or we post screenshot of the account value. And I believe it was only this week Tazana posted, I think, just the roundup feature alone was like over $30-something. Every time you spend money, you make money. So this is another concept that most people don't understand. Every time I spend money, I'm also saving and investing money. How? I have the roundup feature on my Acorns account turn on, right? If I buy grocery, whatever I spend in grocery, I have the roundup feature. If I go to the gas station and I buy gas for my car and I spend $10, $20, well, not $10, there's no $10 gas, 40, 50, 60, right? And I have the roundup feature turned on, I just save some money. If I go to the nail salon, I get my nails done, the roundup feature just saved me some money. Y'all know I'm a wig girl. I love wig. I buy a wig like every month. Guess what? I go to the hair salon, I buy me a wig, the roundup feature. Every time you spend money, you make money. Every time you spend money, you make money. So how are we making it? Well, I just showed you. You're not just only saving. That money is invested, right? So for the folks who tell me, well, Odette, I have a piggy bank in my house, and every time I come home, I drop some money in the piggy bank. Well, I'm going to tell you, without due respect, you're probably not doing that every time, right? We're human beings. We're going to forget sometimes, right? Or we may not have spare change to throw in the bucket sometimes, right? We're going to forget. We're human beings. So we want to be saving, and you want to start now. I hate when people tell me, Odette, I can't start now because I don't have a lot of money. No, saving has nothing to do with a lot of money. You start with what you can afford. If all you can afford is $1 right now, start with that $1, because before you know it, by the end of the month, that dollar is going to be more, right? I would never forget many years ago when I was unemployed. Even on my unemployment check, I was saving $20 a week. $20 a week with my unemployment check. $20 a week, right? So we want to start saving, and we want to start saving now. Not next week, not next month. Start where you are right now. The earlier, the better, right? Number 2, because I want to help you guys get to that 5K, right? Avoid unnecessary spending. What is unnecessary spending? If you got a job and you used to, before you go into your office, you stop at the corner store, you buy that coffee, that latte, that bagel and cheese, cream cheese, or you buy a bottle of water on your way up to the elevator, that's unnecessary spending, right? Or maybe you browsing on Amazon and you saw a cute outfit and you just bought it and you don't need it. Unnecessary spending, right? And also avoid debt. Unless that debt is making you more money, then that's a good debt. But if that debt is not making you more money, avoid it. Avoid it, right? Stop buying things we don't need to impress people we don't like. Stop buying things we don't need to impress people we don't like, right? Because the Jones are also broke, right? Number 3, you want to save 15% of your income or more if you can, or more. I just showed you the richest man of Babylon. He talked about saving 1/10. So if you could do worst case scenario 10, that's good. More the merrier. I always tell my clients, start wherever you are, but always be in that mindset of saving and growing and adding more. The more money you put away, the more money you'll have. And guys, I'm going to share my screen again and show you another part of this book, right? That talks about, watch this, any man, can you guys see the screen? Any man who will put 1/10, 10% of his earnings consistently and invest it wisely. That's why we're using Acorns. We're going to set it up on recurring, so consistently we're saving that money, but that money is also invested, which is different from what the banks are doing. The bank doesn't invest your money. The bank is going to save it, and they're going to give you 0.0 something, right? It wisely will surely create a valuable estate that will provide an income for him in the future and further guarantee safety for his family in case the gods call him to the world of darkness. This law also, or always saith, that gold cometh gladly to such men. I can truly certify this in my own life. The more gold I accumulate or you accumulate, the more readily it comes to me and in increased quantities. The gold which I save earns more, even as your will, and is earning more. This is why the rich are getting richer. I'm going to say this again. This is why the rich is getting richer. Because guess what? It's attracting more wealth. It's attracting more gold. If you have money and an opportunity comes up, you have the money to jump on that opportunity. If somebody's losing their house and you have money, you can buy that house at a lower cost. If somebody's losing their land and you have money, you can buy that land for a cheaper or lesser cost. If somebody has gold and they were going to go pawn it or sell it, you can buy that gold for a cheaper cost. The rich are getting richer because they have money readily available to jump on opportunity when it presents itself. This is why the book says the more gold I accumulate, the more readily it comes to me and in increased quantities. The rich are getting richer because they have gold. And when an opportunity presents itself, they jump on it and get more. But if you're not saving money and an opportunity presents itself, or you're not investing your money and an opportunity presents itself, what do you have to jump and seize that opportunity to bring you more wealth? So, that 5K challenge, I'm telling you, boy, you may say, oh, it's just 5K, but this is way bigger than 5K. 5K is where it starts, but you're going to get the discipline, the money mantra, and so much more that's going to bring you more 5K, right? You also want to be making sure that you're making money. You're making more money. And don't get caught up in lifestyle inflation. What is lifestyle inflation? More money you make, more money you spend. The more money we make, the more money we spend. That is lifestyle inflation. Don't get caught up with that. The more money you make, stay at your same level or just a little bit above. Yeah, maybe you want to buy a nicer house, a nicer car. You want to wear some nicer clothes. But don't get caught up in lifestyle inflation. All that simply means the more money you make, all of a sudden you upgrade everything. No, right? Warren Buffett is a perfect example. He's been living in the same house from God knows when. He makes a lot of money. He could afford to upgrade his house, but he's living in the same goddamn house. How many of us would do that? We're making so much money. We're on top of the world, and we're still living in the same house. Now, you don't have to live in the same house, right? So let's make sure the two things you're setting up with your Acorns, you have it on recurring and you have the Roundup feature activated. That will help you save and grow your money quicker. Of course, you're going to pick from your Let's Get Rich Journal Planner, your top 5 money mantra that you're going to say to yourself every day, right? So, y'all know we love to talk about stacking coins. These are the coins, right? So, let's talk about my favorite 10 money moves that you guys, when you purchase this Let's Get Rich Planner, these are the top 10 money moves. Number 1, you want to create a budget. You want to know how much you're earning, how much you're saving, how much you're investing, how much you're spending. If you don't have a bare minimum budget, what are we doing? What are we doing? How much money we making? How much we spending? How much we saving? How much we investing? Like at the basic core minimum. And in this journal planner, there are every month you have a budget that I'm going to show you. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. I was talking to my boyfriend last night and I said, you know what? This world, there's so many things that we learn that is not necessarily for our best interest. Why do they tell us to pay your bills first? Think about it. Why do they tell us to pay our bills first? We're paying them first. Pay your bill first, okay, and leave yourself undone. Pay yourself first to make them rich first, and then you second. No, you want to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. And how you do this? By setting your account up on recurring. So whether you want to or not, you're paying yourself first. Why do they tell us to pay them first? Oh, pay your bills first. No, I pay my goddamn self first. I pay myself first. And then, but because you see, this is why you got to create a budget. Because if you create a budget, you're going to have your line items. Your rent, yourself, your savings, your investing, your play money. You got to have a budget because you got to pay yourself first. And by all of you being part of this 5K challenge, you're paying yourself first, whether you want to or not, because you have the Roundup feature activated and you got the recurring feature turned on. You're paying yourself first. Kudos to you guys, right? Number 3, set up an emergency fund. Guys, I'm telling you this from personal experience. My Acorns app has been my go-to emergency. My Acorns account has been my go-to emergency in the past. I remember in the past when sometimes I was down and out. I had no money. I didn't have a job. I was unemployed. And I was able to go to my Acorns app and move some things around. Take some money from there. So someone in the group said, hey, Odette, I'm planning on buying a house. And by the end of the year, can I take the money out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just transfer the money back from your Acorns to your bank account. Absolutely. You get into buying, you need the money? Absolutely. Move it back, right? So, guys, this is just one strategy that I'm showing you guys. Because again, this is a 5K savings challenge. Set up your emergency fund. You could start thinking right now, you know what? I'm going to use Acorns as my emergency account. This is why you want to be setting it up. $10 a day, $15 a day, $13 a day, whatever you can afford. If all you can afford right now is $1 a day, go do $1 a day, $7 a week. 2-3 months from now, you could do $5 a day, bump it up, right? Number 4, set up your diversified retirement account. Now, some of you, if you are adults, which I'm pretty sure you are, you have a job. Your job might be giving you a 401k, a 403b, a 457, an IRA. I don't know. They might be giving you a retirement account. Guess what? This is where you're going to absolutely want to set up a one-on-one with me. So we could go through the retirement account that your job is giving you versus better strategies that are tax-free, because your 401k is not tax-free, right? So this is where, for this step, now we're not talking about your 5K challenge anymore. This is some next level stuff, right? Number 5, pay down your debt and or leverage. So if it's a debt that's making you money, then that's good. You leverage in it. But if it's a debt that's not making you money, let's again set up a one-on-one so that we could tackle and look at your debt. Because you're not going to be able to build wealth if you have a lot of debts. Your debt is going to work against you faster. Your debt is going to keep you in bondage for a longer time, right? Number 6, protect yourself and your loved ones using life insurance. If you are in this challenge and you do not have life insurance, or maybe you do have life insurance, this is where, again, I'm going to urge you, set up a one-on-one so we could go through what you have to make sure you know what you have, and are you properly protected? Are you properly protected from life if we pass away prematurely? But what about your health? I was just talking to one of my other girlfriends who's also in this financial space, and she was telling me one of her clients had cancer. She's still with us, thank God, but she racked up $1 million. $1 million she racked up in medical bills. $1 million. Had she had the proper type of life insurance with long-term care and living benefits, that could have helped offset that $1 million. Who do you know have $1 million just sitting anywhere? And if life happened, they could say, you know what, here's $1 million, let me pay off this hospital, let me pay off this medical bill. So a lot of people may have life insurance, but I beg to differ. What they have is debt insurance. It only pays out in the event of death. They don't have insurance with living benefits and long-term care. Because you see, the difference is heart attack, cancer, stroke, any major illness that knocks you down, but you didn't die, hey, that type of insurance can pay the medical bills. So if you have life insurance, get in touch with me so we could schedule a one-on-one and review what you have to make sure you're properly protected. Number 7, always, always, always seek ways to increase your income. You got to have a hustle. You got to find ways to increase your income. I don't care if you're doing good right now. Always look for ways to make more money. Why? Cost of living is going up. Taxes are going up. Nothing is getting cheaper. Far from the contrary, it's actually getting higher. You're paying more now for everything, for a loaf of bread, for eggs, for gas, everything you're paying more. But ask yourself, is your income, is your job salary, is it increasing to keep up with inflation? That's why you got to make more money. We all got to make more money, right? There's nothing wrong with making more money. Number 8, start a home-based business. Listen, America is set up for people who are entrepreneurs and business owners. The tax benefits and perks are set up in favor for business owners. If you don't have a business that you can tax write off, again, I'm going to invite you guys to a webinar that we're hosting on Thursday. Next Thursday, 7 o'clock or 7:30, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Find an opportunity to make money. All right, I just put the link in the chat, odetteking.com/health and wealth. Next Thursday, we're having a presentation. So if you're looking for an opportunity to make extra income, join that webinar. Or maybe you can make it on that day, but you said, you know what, Odette, I'm interested. I want to learn more. Set up a one-on-one and let's show you the opportunity, because you got to make more money. And what a better way to have a home-based business. I'm in my home all day, every day. Sometimes I get sick of my house. I got to go for a drive. But I'm not complaining. I wouldn't have it any other way, right? Number 9, home ownership. Listen, you do not want to be old and broke. And you definitely don't want to be old and renting, because you're at the mercy of the landlord. Do you want to be 70, 80, 90, and you're at the mercy of a landlord that's going to increase your rent? Or maybe the landlord passed away and he leaves the house to his kids, and now his kids wants no part of it and they sell it, and now they get a new owner, and you're old and got to be dealing with all these stuff. My people, I am begging you. We got to change some things, because you don't only don't want to be old and broke, but you don't want to be old and renting. That's an added layer of stress that's going to come upon you that you coulda, woulda, shoulda avoid. Because I promise you, there's people right now today that are alive. They're retired. They're on a fixed income. They're on a fixed pension or whatever they've accumulated, or in government aid. And there's people right now that are living in places, maybe a house that they've been renting, maybe an apartment, and somebody is going to buy that building, or somebody is going to die and leave the house to their kids. And now you got to deal with this whole process again. They may raise your rent, and they should raise your rent, because nothing ever gets cheaper. So have home ownership as part of your strategy, because guess what? You could rent for the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. At the end of it, you have nothing to collect. But if you own your house for the next 30, 40, 50, 60 years, at some point, you're going to pay off for that house. At some point, you're going to own that house free and clear. And when we die, that house goes to your kids. At least you pass something to them. as opposed to renting for the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. You die, you don't get any of that money back. And your kids still got to live somewhere. Your grandkids still got to live somewhere. We all got to live somewhere, right? So maybe you're someone that's saying, I don't know, I don't see myself owning a house. Guess what? My parents used to say that. And I'm a living example today that I show them how their life could have been different if they had owned real estate today. They taught the same way. Oh, I don't want to own a house. Their life would have been a lot different today. Because first of all, they would have been getting that income, that rental income that could supplement whatever they're getting for retirement. So they could have had that income that's coming in. Even if it's their own kids renting from them, right? They could have had that income. And if there was nothing to rent, hey, it's peace of mind or whatever they have for retirement income. They don't have to pay rent because they already paid off for their house, right? So it's going to help you guys. Number 10, protect your asset. Protect your asset. At the very, very, very least, please, everybody, get a will. The bare minimum, get a will. Get a will, which is the bare minimum. You own a bank account, get a will. You have kids, get a will. You own anything, get a will. Right? Now, that's the basic. If you own a lot of stuff, you own real estate, you own business, then you'll need a living trust. And we can help you with all of that. Right? But just invest in yourself, guys. Right? Invest in yourself. Now, I've made it easy for you guys. This challenge, when you purchase the Let's Get Rich Journal Planner, every month we give you a focus. January right now, we're going to set up our financial goals. How much we want to save, what's going on with our retirement, what's going on with our debt, what's going on with our kids saving college. We're going to set some goals. The year just started. It is the first week. Let's set some goals. And you're already part of the challenge because it says take a money challenge. You're part of a challenge already. So when you purchase the Let's Get Rich Journal Planner, which again you can purchase from going to my website odetteking.com, every month you have a focus, right? Then of course, there's so much more information in this planner, but I just want to show you guys. Right? Let's jump to this page. Goal. You're going to set some goal. When you get your planner, I want you guys to spend some time and set up your goal. What is your goal for January? Right? What are your goals for January? Do I want to get out of debt? Do I want to clear up some debt? Do I want to get my finances in order? Do I want to make sure I know what's going on with my retirement? Do I want to maybe start saving for my kids' college? Or maybe your goal could be something simple as, hey, pay off my credit card. Catch up with some bills. Whatever's your goal, you write it here. Right? And then, of course, to keep you accountable, you have a planner. So if your goal is to catch up on some bills, what are we doing weekly to help you with that? And of course, we always got to be grateful. Despite anything that's going on in your life, you got to find that silver lining to be grateful for. I talk about your budget. Everything starts with your budget. Bare minimum, how much are you making? How much are you saving? How much are you spending? How much are you investing? Write your budget down. We all know those fixed expenses. Your rent, that's a fixed expense. If you have child daycare, you know what your child daycare fixed expenses are. And then you have your variable. These are things that could pop up. But some of the basic fixed expense might be your light bill, your water bill, your gas bill, your credit card, your car payment, your rent, your car insurance, whatever. put down all of your fixed expense here, and then your variable expense, which could be slipping through the crack, right? Money slipping through the crack. You got to catch those, right? So you could stack those. So you're going to set up your monthly budget, and then you have a spending tracker. But guess what? Every time you spend money, because you have the Acorn app, every time you spend money, you're also saving and investing money. So now you're going to feel a lot better about the tracker, because you know when you spend, you're also making. You have a debt payment. For those of you that have debt, track your debt, right? How much is your debt? How much you paid? What's the balance? We got to tackle this debt, because debt will rob you from building wealth, right? So guys, that's all I wanted to share, to give you guys some nuggets on how to crush this challenge, right? And again, I've put some resources I've put some links in the Zoom chat, right? You want to make sure you are in the challenge. Download that Acorns, right? And actually, I think most of you already have it, but if you don't, I'm going to put it in the Zoom chat, right? Download Acorns, set it up on recurring and the roundup feature, right? For those of you who are looking for an opportunity to make more money, you want an opportunity for me to help you review certain things, set up your one-on-one. And again, to set up your one-on-one, you can go to odetteking.com/stack your coins. odetteking.com/stack your coins to schedule your one-on-one, right? My goal is to help you beyond this 5K. We're putting things in place for the 5K, but you're going to get help beyond the 5K. So with that being said, if there are any questions, type your questions in the Zoom chat at this point.